So today I want to talk about discouragement. I did tell you, whoever you are watching this, not to get too dependent or look for this every week. And sure enough, I did not deliver. I wanted to put something out, and I figured really the theme of the last couple weeks in terms of creative ventures and projects has been discouragement. A couple weeks ago, it was Memorial Day weekend, and I had actually talked to a friend about trying to set a goal, trying to get this creative project going, the story that I had in my mind, get like 20 pages written, because I, for once in a long time, didn't have any plans over a long weekend. Sadly, it didn't get done. But it wasn't just a discouragement or laziness. My wife and my daughter got sick, and I was playing caretaker the whole weekend, and I just didn't have the wherewithal to sit down and focus on writing. And then life went on. The week started, and we had things going on every evening until we ended up going on a camping trip, which was so beautiful. We were up in the woods, beautiful views of the mountain. It was so relaxing, recharging, so beautiful and amazing. But I just wasn't getting any writing done. I wasn't doing any of these creative projects that I tried to commit myself to. And so I've really gotten kind of discouraged with my capacity to get these things done, whether it's through busyness, lack of commitment, over-commitment, or even being depressed. And the difficult thing about depression, if you've suffered with it or anyone you know, is you can be really self-aware. You can know what things that you can do to get yourself out of it, at least a little bit, maybe improve your life and your situation, but you just lack the motivation. Whether it's that you don't believe in yourself to be able to do it, you don't think it's worth it, you don't think you're worth it, and all you want to do is go lay on the couch and avoid the world. The other thing is, when you're going through it and you're an adult who has a full-time job, you use up a lot of energy to just go out there and be social and be productive and focused on your work, that when you get home, you are just out of it. There's not the energy to sit down and focus on creating something. And yet, that's so important. It's important to me, like I've said before, to be who I am, and not just in some selfish, narcissistic, navel-gazing way, but because if I'm even going to give myself to my daughter, to my wife, to others around me, to give my best, I have to know what gifts that I bring to the table, and I have to be confident in who I am. And for me, that's creating something that I'm proud of, and I can take that confidence and that sense of self and self-discovery and bring it back into my work, back into my family. And so I just keep going day after day and trying to chip away, trying to do something. But I do have a hard time prioritizing, as I've said, understanding with all the projects I have how to focus, how to overcome that discouragement. There's just so much around me. It really is hard to focus on creating something that I can be proud of. So I guess anyway, my question for you all, what are the projects that you're working on? What are you surrounded with? What are your passions? How do you overcome discouragement if you face it? Whether it's dealing with depression or being overwhelmed or having trouble getting started, what are the ways that you've dealt with it to be able to drive through and find yourself in those creative projects? Would love to hear from you. Thanks so much for hanging out.